Do, 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 do. Hey guys. Hey. Hey Hussein. Hey guys. Hey, this is going to be a kind of different live. I don't think I've ever done a live like this, but I wanted to have a live where I just thank you guys. This is being on here, having you guys follow me. It's insane. It's just flat out insane. Big recommend anime to watch. Oh well, it depends. What have you watched already? I definitely on my page I have about 54 recommendations, I believe. Thank you for being so cool. My milk is delicious. Thank you so much. And thank you for following me. Thank you for being here. You guys are amazing. Hujo, hey. And I don't think I've ever expected anything like this. What's your opinion on Yu Yu Hakusho? Just Kawain, Yu Yu Hakusho is such an incredible anime. It's a classic for sure. And I think it was really groundbreaking, especially in the kind of villains that they had. There's one particular villain in Yu Yu Hakusho who has 7 personalities, one of which is a girl that is dating his co-partner henchman that is in the show. And there's a scene specifically where this his partner is explaining the kind of love that he has for this particular personality and how it's poetic and nurturing, and he loves that female version, this female personality that he has. It's absolutely a crazy, interesting anime. We just gonna chill today? Hujo, yeah, I think we're just going to chill today. Me just thank you guys for following me. What anime do you think is really confusing? Pet. The anime Pet is very confusing. It took me a while to get it, and I almost wanted to do, I don't think enough people watched Pet for me to really do a live about it, but I love Pet, but it's so hard to follow. Does JoJo have good fight scenes? Yes. Amazing fight scenes. Senpai Beg, my guy almost had 100K. Yeah. I don't know if I'll make it there, but if I do, it'll be amazing. What I have right now is already just insane. Pirate King! Guys, I love Pirate King, man. Please check him out. He is such a dope person and a great creator. What's up, big boy? Yo, little bro. What's going on? Thank you for being here, man. I need to go to your lives. I keep missing your lives. Hello, I'm doing homework right now, but also saying, hey, Pink and Jitsu. Hi, guys. Pink and Jitsu is hilarious. Oh my god, you are so awesome. I am so glad that I came across your page. Guys, please check her out. She is so good. Do you like the new Kite or the old Kite from Hunter x Hunter? New Kite for sure. I like the new Kite. But to be fair, I didn't watch that much of the old Hunter x Hunter. The way that they drew it, it didn't really catch me. Crying, wow, thank you. Yeah, Pink Genjutsu, your TikTok, the first one that I was introduced to of you just being Naruto, it was hilarious. And I just checked out your page. I love the content you put out. Pirate King, your brother? Oh, like he's my metaphorical brother. Like he's family to me, man. I really, really like him. Who do you think would win in a fight? Yusuke Urameshi versus Naruto Uzumaki. I'd have to go with Yusuke. Yusuke, okay, have fun everyone in his live. I gotta go do homework. Hey, take care. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I'd have to say Yusuke is stronger than Naruto. I get scared of talking about versus anime characters versus other anime characters. There's so many different variables to take into account, and there's so many little details that if you forget it, it could really be the one defining thing that makes the entire battle sway in the other way. So it's something that I usually try to stay out of, but right now, just off the top of my head, I'd have to go with Yusuke. He was essentially the highest form of a demon, god, of a demon at the end of Yu Yu Hakusho. So I feel like as strong as Naruto is, I saw a video once where they measured the kind of power that was in this particular blast that Yusuke had, and the kind of TNT level of energy that he outputted. It was absolutely insane. So I think that he would have it. I don't know if you watched Damachi yet, but I am currently, and I love it. Damachi, no. What is every live I get at least one anime that I'm shocked I haven't heard of. Damachi. I'm definitely gonna check that out. What kind of music do you listen to? I am Levi. I listen to a lot of music, a lot of different music. I like a lot of rap. I love Kendrick Lamar. Love Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. I dabble in Drake. Drake's okay. Have you watched Rurouni Kenshin? Yes, a long time ago. I definitely need to rewatch it, but that's a classic. What about Yusuke Urameshi versus Akira? Ooh. I did see Devilman Crybaby. I'd really have to rewatch Devilman Crybaby, but off the top of my head, I'd have to go with Yusuke again. Yusuke is an S-class demon level. Like I think he was even beyond that. Like the kind of energy that he had at the end of the series was absolutely insane. Heil saying hi, yeah, 100K, almost. You know, I don't know if I'd make it there, but if I do, that would be cool. You listen to rap too? Yeah, cool. Cool, Levi. What rap artist do you listen to? Damachi is the short name for it. Oh, is it wrong to pick up girls from a dungeon? Yeah, Hujo. Yeah, I did see that one. I did. Again, a long time ago. I definitely need to rewatch it. Hi, what is the topic? Well, this is just a thank you live. I haven't done a thank you live yet. And I really wanted to, because you guys have changed my life for the better. The kind of connection that I have with you through my videos and just talking about anime, I've never been able to really do that. I've tried to keep my anime in the closet because anytime I even talked about it to certain people, they make fun of me for it or say that it's childish or they'd make up their face in a certain way. So I felt weird about talking about my pure love of anime, and the kind of love and embrace that I've received on this platform for talking to you about the anime that I love and the confessions I have about anime. It's been life-changing. You guys are absolutely amazing. I cannot express how much you've changed my life, and I just want to dedicate this life to you guys. Alucard versus Giorno. I'll say this right now. Any person versus Giorno will lose. Anybody. Giorno is a god. His stand, Gold Experience, especially Gold Experience Requiem specifically, it's a god level kind of power. There's nothing that can beat it, to the point where somebody who he fought a character that could control time itself. Like, he could erase 10 seconds of anyone's time, and through his substand, he could look into the future to determine what's going to happen, and that person lost to him. There's just no beating Giorno. Do you think that Zuko could beat pre-curse mark Sasuke? No, not at all. Well, you know what? Lucas, that's a great question. That's a fantastic question. That could actually be a close one. But I think Sasuke pre-curse mark is really fast. I think just the base level of speed in Naruto, even when they were kids, is way faster than anything in Avatar. So on a fire bending level, probably it would be a little more matched, but just speed wise, I think that Sasuke would take it. But Alucard can't die almost at all. That's why I hear you, but Golden Experience Requiem can undo any action. So he could undo that person's existence, essentially. they, he could do that person's existence and make them watch as they as he undoes it. The level of power is absolutely ridiculous. My favorite rappers are Post Malone and Polo G. Oh, interesting. I do like Post Malone. I haven't really listened to a lot of Polo G. I might have to give him I might have to give him a shot. Dilly, hey guys, check out Dilly, man. I've known this dude for a while. Great creator. Please check him out. Unpopular opinion: Legend of Korra is equal to or greater than Avatar due to it having more serious tones. Interesting. I'm gonna open that question up to you guys too. Do you think which one do you think is better, The Legend of Korra or Avatar: The Last Airbender? Because in my opinion, I see where you're coming from with that. There's definitely heavy undertones, definitely deeper undertones in Legend of Korra. But Dilly, man, I feel like the execution of Avatar: The Last Airbender with its deep undertones was better executed. I think it, when I rewatched it this time around, there were so many deep elements to it about just about even the structure of the elements themselves, how to find yourself, who you are as a person, the journey of people, and it was easily the best thing at that time when it comes to change, like exhibiting how a person who does horrible things and makes a lot of mistakes can change in a very realistic way. And I don't know if The Legend of Korra met that level of great execution to their deep tones, if that makes sense. In terms of plot, I'll give it to Avatar though. Actually made me pretty emotional for a cartoon. Yeah. But Legend of Korra is a lot deeper than I think I caught when I was younger, than I realized when I was younger. So I definitely think I have to rewatch it. Especially because I didn't even get to sit through all of Korra back to back. I kind of jumped around it. So I definitely have to give it another chance. I love Korra, but the thing that threw me off was when Korra became the first Avatar. Wow, that happened? TikTok Yonko. I definitely have to rewatch Korra. Prime All Might vs. Meruem. That's actually a good one. That's actually a good one. I'd have to really do research on that one. Oh my god, Meruem would murder All Might. At max power, if you do, that scene where All Might, when he's weakened, he punches that creature. I'm forgetting that creature's name, but that creature that absorbs shock, when he punches that creature pretty much into the atmosphere, if someone did a measure of just how much strength that takes, and then I'm so sorry for butchering your name. It depends on what you've seen. There's so many good anime that I would suggest. If you like a good mystery, I suggest Raka and the Six Braves. That's a good one. There's not that much action, but it is interesting if you like mysteries. A good action adventure anime is Maggie and the Labyrinth of Magic. A good thriller is Parasite the Maxim that has a lot of horror undertones. Promise Neverland is a good thriller. Inuyashiki is a good action anime. Juni Taisen Zodiac War is a great action anime as well. There's a lot. There's a lot, but you might have seen a lot of the ones that I mentioned. Only problem is there a lot of stop motion during in gameplay. Oh, what game? I think that the fight scenes in Korra are better. Really, John from Brazil. That's big. That's a big one. Again, I'm gonna have to rewatch it. I don't remember the fight scenes being better, and I felt like the metal bending in Avatar: The Last Airbender, from what I'm remembering, it was cooler. I didn't care for how metal bending was portrayed in Korra, but that might just be me. Have you read Solo Leveling? No, I need to. And the moment I do, so many people have suggested it to me. The moment I do, guys, I'm going to do a live about Solo Leveling. During the basketball anime, Hiro no Sora, but I love the slice of life and how emotional it is. I have to check that out. I rarely like slice of life, but every now and then there's great slice of life. I'm sorry about the phone in the background, guys. All Might has punched a Nomu into space in nerf state. Not even 5%. He also has to hold back. Yeah, so I feel like All Might is being under. I feel like All Might's strength at full strength is definitely underrated, for sure. What bending would you want? King Pug 16. What bending would I want? I'd love to be a waterbender. I really like water bending. And I love the martial art it's based off of. I love Tai Chi. I actually did very little Tai Chi. I used to do martial arts. I used to do Taekwondo and Gumdo. But I also took a couple classes in Tai Chi, and I really liked it. But definitely waterbending for sure. Waterbending is the coolest. I think waterbending is the strongest element, and it's the element that I don't think could really be stopped, honestly. I think that the fact that waterbenders could, if you're skilled enough, you could waterbend people, you could bloodbend, you could waterbend the water in the air itself. I feel like that's too hard to beat. Korra has a lot of bending capabilities like lightning and love and etc. Yeah, I have to rewatch it. All Might has also punched so hard at 10%. He changed the weather like Saitama. All Might is insane. Insane. We never seen Meruem's Nen ability. John from Brazil. You blew my mind just now. You are right. I don't think we've ever seen Meruem's Nen ability. Mitsu Shogun! Guys, man, one of my biggest inspirations on this app, a good friend of mine. If you know me and you don't know this guy, please check him out, man. Yo, Mitsu Shogun, as always, I really appreciate you. And bro, thank you for the latest videos that you've been making. Thank you, man. Really, I really appreciate you, man. Seriously. I too goats in the live. Dilly, yo, Mitsu Shogun's there's only one goat, man. It's Mitsu Shogun. Mitsu, love you, bro. Yeah, man. Yo, Mitsu's great. Mitsu, what's up, bro? Who is your favorite character in DBZ? That's a good question. I think it's a two-part answer for me. No problem. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Dude, not that many people. I mean, I've seen a lot of people talk about it, but especially when I see people in the anime community talk about what's going on and using their platform in that way, even though it's not expected of them. It's a whole different level of deep to me. So thank you for using your platform in that way. I've seen people in the anime community not do it, and you didn't have to. So thank you, man. But yeah, when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, I'd have to say that I enjoy watching Vegeta the most. But my favorite character is Piccolo. I love Piccolo. I really love Piccolo. Yeah, man. Favorite protagonist in anime? That's too hard. There's too many. There's too many. I can give you a few of them that I do like, but I can't pick a favorite out of just all of them. I love one of the ones that had the biggest impact on me is Rock Lee for sure. So if I had to go with one, it would probably be Rock Lee. The Doylem, hey! Guys, follow the Doylem, man. Please, go check him out. He's a fantastic creator. What would you rate Bleach out of 10? I think the one thing holding Bleach back the most is the filler episodes. But if we're excluding the fillers, Bleach is an incredible anime. It's an incredible action anime. It's absolutely fantastic. I'd probably give it an 8.5, like an 8.8, maybe a 9. Like, it's really, really good. There's very little wrong with it. I think the most interesting protagonist is the MC from Classroom of Elite. Really? That's interesting. That's very interesting. Shinichi was a super interesting protagonist. He was so entertaining to see how he died. That's true. I agree with that. Shinichi was definitely interesting as a protagonist. I'm just about to finish Haikyuu and then it's JoJo. I'm so glad you're watching Haikyuu, man. Haikyuu is so good. The fact that it could take someone like me who really likes action and thrillers and violence, and they could have me thoroughly invested without one fight scene. It's one of the greats. Who are your favorite antagonists? Scar is definitely one of them. I love how deep Scar is. Thorfinn is an antagonist to me. Thorfinn, even though it's centered around him, he is an antagonist. I'd say Thorfinn. Askeladd is one of my favorite antagonists. Vegeta is one of my favorite antagonists. Is it finished now? Or are there more seasons to come? They delayed it. Bianca is okay, guys. Bianca is okay is fantastic. Fantastic. Please go check out her content. She makes me laugh. And she's such an awesome person. OG Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z? I go with Dragon Ball Z. I think OG Dragon Ball had a great plot. I'd even argue a stronger plot. But the level of character development in Dragon Ball Z is what makes it, that and the action is what makes it so iconic to me. Unruly Ronin! Unruly Ronin, thank you for dropping by. Oh my god, that was so nice. Yeah, Bianca, I think you're amazing. You're such an awesome person. Do you think that Haikyuu is overrated? I watch hentai. No. Haikyuu deserves more hype. It is such a good anime. Bro, you're so kind to everyone. I'll tell you this, man. I have friends that I've made on this app, and it's hard for me to really express just how much these people mean to me. Again, because as I said earlier in the live, talking about anime isn't something I've ever been embraced over. So the fact that I can connect with other creators that talk about anime, and we all not only make anime content, but off of the app, we talk and we laugh, and it's a different kind of bond. It means a lot to me. That's why anytime they come on here, I get really excited because these people mean a lot to me. Haitian creation means a lot to me. Even before I release certain videos, I'll message Haitian creation or Me Too Shogun. Me Too Shogun these are friends of mine. They're real friends of mine. And Bianca's Okay is a real friend of mine. I just appreciate these people a lot. Do you think Saitama is only planetary because he can't breathe in space? I'll say this, right? I think that the Saitama argument, especially when it comes to Saitama's power level or power scaling, I try so hard not to get involved in that conversation. Sir Butlet, hey, what's going on? I try so hard not to get caught up in that conversation, really. It gets me not upset, but I feel like it's pointless because we don't know his full capabilities. We don't. And I think that for some reason, Saitama is consistently underrated with the level of strength that he has. I think that people would see that he can't breathe in space and they'd be like, oh, okay, so I guess he'd lose to Goku. And it's weird the kind of logic that goes around measuring the strength of Saitama is so strange to me. So I try to stray away from it. To me, Saitama is way beyond planetary. And I don't know his level of power level because I've never seen his limit. I've seen him punch seriously once. That's it. I've never seen him really try. If we were talking about any other anime character, and there was an anime character that you wanted my opinion on about their strength, and you only showed me one punch that they did seriously, and you were like, all right, tell me how strong they are. It's like, it's so hard to measure. It's impossible to measure the level of strength or ability that someone has just from such a small moment where they're being serious. So that's my input on it. Are you watching any weekly anime right now? Yes, I am. I know that took a long time to say, but it's because I keep starting things and then dropping them. I'm trying to find an anime to watch right now. Give me a rec. Okay. Bianca, what kind of you might like Spice and Wolf. Spice and Wolf is like a romance anime, and it's kind of on the lighter side. It's really nice. Or Bofuri. Bofuri is cool too. Bofuri is this very light-hearted action anime that is it takes action and great action, and it also adds this level of cuteness to it that oddly enough doesn't take anything away from just how great the action is. So I'd suggest those. If you haven't seen Vinland Saga, I'd say watch Vinland Saga. That's great. Where can I watch either of them? Crunchyroll, Funimation. So I'd say for Bofuri, that's Crunchyroll. Yes, and Bofuri, yes, Hujo, Bofuri deserves a new season, definitely. So for Bofuri, I'd say Crunchyroll. For Vinland Saga, that's Amazon Prime Video. I don't know if you have Amazon Prime Video. Not everyone does, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Yeah, so I think Crunchyroll has all of them. So if you have Crunchyroll, definitely check those out there. Are you excited for Thousand Year Blood War to be animated? Oh, absolutely. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Boku no Pico is amazing. No. You should watch Love is War second season. Okie dokie, thank you. Oh yeah, of course. Definitely. Hey, Bianca, hit me up. Let me know what you think about it. There's a filler arc in Bleach about their Zanpakuto, and it shows you the importance of how strong it is. TikTok Yonko, yes. But I feel like one of the biggest gripes people have with Bleach is that arc, because it is entirely filler. And I think it's rare to see an entire arc not be manga censored. So that's one of the faults that's against, as good as it was, the fact that it just didn't have any bearing on the rest of really the other following arcs. It's infuriating that there's that much filler in Bleach, but it's an amazing anime. Bro, why do people think the Greed Island arc is bad? I am Levi. I have no idea. I've seen people complain, and I personally, in Hunter x Hunter, I love that arc. The Greed Island, the dodgeball scene, the whole dodgeball, the whole dodgeball episodes were so great to me. It was such a cool, it was so cool, and I was on the edge of my seat for a lot of that arc. I don't know why it gets a lot of hate, but Green Island comes across as low stakes and pacing can be iffy. Interesting. As low stakes. I didn't, that's so interesting. I didn't feel like it was low stakes. Like people were dying. People were dying in there. Like I I get it though. I guess I can understand that. I don't share that opinion and I really enjoyed that arc, but at least that sheds a lot of light on why people do feel that way, especially coming off from York New. True. No, you that's true. That's true. What do you think Merriam's ability would be? John from Brazil, that's a good question. I don't even know. I don't even know. And it's crazy. It's crazy that whatever his. It's crazy that he never used that ability. Especially, or like, I don't know. I'd love to hear ideas, but they were pretty good though. Dilly, yeah. If I could have one power system, I would choose Zanbakuto. It's so freaking cool. I do like the Zanbakuto. If I could choose one, it would be stands. Stands to me are absolutely incredible. I was dead when I first heard Hunter x Hunter names. One of the city, York name. It's one of the laziest names. It's one of the laziest names. Is Asterisk War good? Abassador, it's solid. It's a solid action anime. It's fine. It's fine. It's not something that I had a deep connection with or I was that excited, but it's not a bad anime by any stretch of the imagination. Your opinion on Charlotte? Toxic Dragon, a lot of people like Charlotte. It's been a long time since I've watched it, but from what I remember about the ending to me was very whatever to me, personally. I didn't care for the ending. But I did like the plot, though. The plot was pretty good. But the stand rules are so complicated than most. Unruly Ronin, I feel like it depends on which... I feel like it depends stand to stand. But I just feel like, especially since I've been doing this stand series, there's so many stands that are... I think every stand that I've ever researched, they had the potential to be absolutely devastating on it just makes the like if it was anytime I looked up these characters, and even from memory when I remember these characters, each one had a stand that was just unbelievably useful and good, no matter how small it was. Because if you would hear it initially, you'd be like, oh, okay, what is that? Like, take for instance, Heaven's Gate. So Heaven's Gate is the ability to... Heaven's Gate is a stand that allows its user... allows its user to... Wilson Farola, hey, man, hey, nice to see you, bro. Guys, definitely check him out. Hey, Travis, I lost track of time. Oh, Dreams 5, no problem. Thank you for being here. But yeah, so let's take, for instance, Heaven's Gate. So Heaven's Gate is in, the arc Diamond is Unbreakable. And the power that it has is that it has the ability to turn people into books. And off just that explanation alone, that doesn't sound like a lot. Oh, so Dreams 5, I'm talking about stands. So I'm talking about the stand Heaven's Gate. Which is a stand in Diamond is Unbreakable. And, oh, no problem, man. Wilson, completely understandable, bro. Completely understandable. So the entire power of Heaven's Gate, or Heaven's Door, Heaven's Door, is that it can turn people into books. And that doesn't sound like a lot. That sounds like a very minor thing. But the kind of utility it has is insane, because you can turn people into books. You can take away their memories. You can make them forget anything. Any page that he writes on, if he writes an action on any page, he can actually, any action that person is forced to do. So if he writes, after he turns you into a book, if the user writes in the pages, you need to fly 90 degrees for 90 miles that way, and then closes the book, they have to do it. So the kind of power is absolutely ridiculous. And that's just one of the many stands that are in this show. I feel like all of them are so wildly creative and interesting, and I would love to have one. Have you watched Gangsta? No, I have not. TikTok Yonko. I have not. I've seen clips of it, but I haven't really watched it. I haven't watched JoJo yet, but I understand what stands are. Dreams 5, you need to watch it. It's so good. It's so good. Hey, the Black Wizard King, man. Guys, great opinions, great content, bro. Definitely check out this dude. What show are you talking about? Hey, I'm talking about, well, briefly I was talking about stands in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I was talking about Heaven's Gate, Heaven's Door, I'm sorry, and how crazy of a stand that is. What's up, brother? Hey, man, good to see you here, bro. Ichigo versus Naruto. I know controversy, but I really want to hear your thoughts. Ichigo versus Naruto. You know who has great opinions on stuff like this? Black Wizard King, man. Black Wizard King. If I had to choose between Ichigo versus Naruto, I'd have to go with Naruto. Always here for the support. Yo, I appreciate it, man. Seriously. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'd have to go with Naruto. I think Naruto is definitely stronger than the Bleach universe generally. So I think it's safe to say, but again, it's a controversial topic. There's probably information that I don't have just off the top of my head without doing research. There's probably information I'm leaving out in that kind of analysis, but off just right now, I'd have to go with that. Goku versus Sinbad? Goku. I'm sorry about the phone in the back, guys. Do you watch any comedy anime? Hujo, yes. I've watched Konosuba, the first season of Konosuba, and that was good. That was great. Comedy anime. I don't watch that much comedy anime, but Konosuba's one. I watched a little of Gintama. I haven't watched enough to recommend it, but I have seen some of it. I've seen Psyche K. Psyche K was hilarious. That was actually really funny. Naruto or Goku? Goku, for sure. Kenpachi can beat Naruto? I'd have to think on that one. I haven't really watched Kenpachi's anime to the point where I'm confident in talking about the ins and outs of the abilities. If you don't mind, what is a stand? Aryan, Roman, no problem. So a stand is from the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure universe. And a stand is the energy physical manifestation of someone's psyche. That's how it's pretty much explained. And each arc kind of tweaks it a little bit, but it's essentially just a pure manifestation of energy that represents that person, that person's personality and who that person is. And that stand, this energy manifestation, has an ability. And that ability can range from a numerous amount of things, but it's all based on the person's personality. So an example of this would be Green Day. So Green Day is a stand that produces a mold. And it belongs to Chocolata, a person named Chocolata. So this stand produces a mold that can kill anyone, and it dissolves flesh. But the way that it spreads is based on how low the person is to the ground. So the lower they go, the faster it spreads. So if, let's say, you're infected and you trip and fall, it will immediately infect you. It will spread throughout your body. You will die pretty much instantly. Are we talking about stands? Yes. Yes, we are. Man, I wish they kept going on Cavalry the Iron Fortress. It was so good. Dreams 5, yes. It was so good. Meliodas versus Naruto. I'd have to go with Naruto because I don't think Meliodas' full counter only works with magic, I believe. So I'd have to go there. Hi, Travis. I just finished with Dorito. Hex 65. Yes. What did you think? What did you think? Jorno gave Green Day's user a 7-page. That's crazy. Strength is the best stand. Strength. Yeah, okay. No, I could not disagree more. What do you think about the powers in Dorohedoro? I think they're very interesting. The whole concept of magic being a black smoke, I think, is a very unique take of magic that I've never really seen before. And the whole concept of, well, the whole society, how the sorcerer's world is built around black smoke, and how it's even rare for there to be time magic, and the whole relationship between sorcerers and devils. I feel like all of that is amazing. That show was amazing. Yes, Black Wizard King, you watched Dorohedoro. Yes. I'm so happy you watched it, man. I knew you would like it, bro. I knew you would like it, especially the first few moments. The fact that it opens on someone's head being in a creature's mouth, I knew that was completely up your alley. Yes, my review's coming soon. Can't wait for it, man. I'll definitely be checking that out. I binged Dorohedoro in one day but missed the live. Oh, it was a sacrifice worth it. It was worth it. I'm glad you watched Dorohedoro. Do you believe in Stone Ocean anime? I can't wait for Stone Ocean. I've been getting a lot of recommendations to do stands from Stone Ocean, but I've been trying not to do it. The concept is dope, man. Really creative. Yeah. Really, it's such an interesting anime. I was so excited to talk about it, man. It's the whole concept of the sorcerer world and the world called Whole, and how the sorcerers are just amoral, and they go in there and they practice their magic on the citizens to the point where it affects the weather, it affects a specific day. Because so much magic was used there, they have one day every year, I believe, where it's called the Day of the Living Dead. And all the magic just coagulates on the ground and brings to life all of the people who were killed by the sorcerers. It's insane. It's such an insane show. Is it weird that slice of life is my favorite genre? Boy, not at all. Not at all. I feel like slice of life is necessary, especially in these times. It's necessary. It's so relaxing and nice, and there's a great feeling that comes from watching a slice of life. Unpopular opinion: Naruto couldn't survive a Dragon of the Darkness flame. Interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. That's an interesting point, but I feel like Dragon of the Darkness Flame is Yu Yu Hakusho's version of Amaterasu. And I don't know. I feel like Naruto could survive it. Again, that's just off the top of my head. I'll definitely need to really revisit Naruto, probably to see if I'm missing something. Comedy, slice of life, and romance are anime everyone needs right now. Hujo, yes. Yes, definitely. Weebs everywhere aren't ready for gyro spelling. I agree, man. Stone Ocean is going to be crazy. And I read a spoiler, and I won't share it, but I read a spoiler, and I really can't wait to watch it because I can't believe that certain things happen in that arc. Any other gore anime on Netflix besides Dorohedoro? I'd have I'd have to check really because they have classic anime on there. So they have Death Note, uh, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but real gore. Well, they did have guts. They did have guts on there. So outside of guts, um, I don't know. I'd have to really look at a list. Hello, how are you? Hey, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Devilman Crybaby is really gory. Oh, right. Devilman Crybaby too. Yeah. Uh, I didn't. I just did not like the ending for Devilman Crybaby. Hey, oh right, they have Attack on Titan on Netflix too. They don't have all of it, but they do have Attack on Titan on Netflix. Travis, have you tried the torture dance? No. Dragon Darkness looks more Sasuke Kirin to me. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, Unruly Ronin. How late am I? David is tired. Don't worry about it. All this is going to be on YouTube. There's no problem at all. Excited for Jujutsu Kaisen anime. Dilly, Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm not familiar with that anime. I'd love to give it a watch. What anime has a lot of hand-to-hand combat? A lot of hand-to-hand combats. Well, Naruto has a lot of hand-to-hand combat. Uh, Specifically just hand-to-hand combat. Let's see. It's interesting thinking about it because a lot of the anime I watch, there's some sort of energy, there's some sort of power system. I don't really see that much just purely hand-to-hand combat. Kengan Ashura. Yes, Kengan Ashura. There's another one like Kengan Ashura. Baki. Baki is also Baki and Kengan Ashura, exactly. Baki and Kengan Ashura has a lot of hand-to-hand combat. You just have to watch out for the animation in both. The animation in both is not the best, but there is a lot of hand-to-hand combat. Should I watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? Cause I watched Fullmetal Alchemist and they left us on the biggest cliffhanger. Yes. TikTok Yonko, yes. There's a huge difference between Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Fullmetal Alchemist. Leslie, hey guys. Leslie is a fantastic artist. Definitely check her out. Like, I love her line art. She also does great shirt designs. Such a cool person too. Definitely check her out. But yeah, definitely watch Brotherhood for sure. Definitely watch Brotherhood. So the difference between Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Fullmetal Alchemist is that Fullmetal Alchemist isn't based on the manga. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is. So when Fullmetal Alchemist was being produced, it caught up to the manga, so they had to just start making, instead of doing filler episodes and waiting for the manga to continue, what they did was they just made their own version of events. So that's Fullmetal Alchemist, and it's fine, it's great, I watched it, I loved it. But Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood not only is based on the manga, but it has complete closure. Dude, have you seen Kishibe Rohan's OVA? Wow, wait, Rohan has an OVA? Get out of here. Rohan is actually the user for Heaven's Door, which is the stand I was talking about earlier. So I didn't know he had an OVA. But man, when it comes to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, it has not only is it following the manga, it's the level of closure you get from it is fantastic, and it is easily one of the greatest anime of all time. Scar is someone asked me earlier, favorite antagonist. Scar is one of my favorite antagonists ever. The kind of story that he has and the character development that he goes through is absolutely incredible. I love it. Avatar would only have one season if Toph could see. You mean two seasons because Hujo, they met in the second season. But yeah, if Toph could, well, that's a good question. If Toph could see, would Toph be any more deadly? Honestly, I don't think so. I think that the kind of vision that she has, I think if she could have seen, if she had her vision, the one thing that would have changed was Appa being kidnapped. I don't think that would have ever happened. But I don't think Toph would have been better specifically with earthbending if she could see. I think the whole reason she was even able to metal bend in the first place was because she couldn't see. And she has this specific sensation where she sees through vibrations. Azula's dope as F. Yo, Dilly, Azula is so good. Azula's good, man. She's such a good antagonist. And I really like how they portrayed her friendship with Ty Lee and May, because the kind of psychology they even did with Azula was so great. And it all made sense. Like, Avatar did not feel rushed at all. Like like the kind of degradation of her psyche that happened over the anime and the kind of friendships that she had with her personality type, it all made so much sense, and it was all so deep and interesting to watch. Play any sports? Yeah. I play basketball. I do tennis. I also swim. I also do martial arts. Well, I used to do martial arts and teach martial arts, but I haven't done both in a while. What's up, bro? Are you safe from all the riots? Oh, Drew 7, man. For now, yeah. The riots they've emotionally impacted me deeply. Just the riots and the protests. I've been to 2 protests so far. And there's always this sense of fear. Like, my brother actually went to a protest in New York, and I was terrified. I was terrified for him because the 2 protests I went to were very peaceful. And I was happy about that because I didn't know what to really expect. And I went with my other family members, and we were all scared. But in New York, it was just bad. It was just really, really bad. Way worse than where I am now. So when my brother said he was going to New York to protest, I was terrified. And my brother showed me pictures and stuff. It's all just scary and sad, and I'm just exhausted. Guys, I'm exhausted. I found the protest really uplifting, but I guess it's probably chiller in the UK. Boy, yeah. It's definitely chill in the UK. Here, it's terrifying. It's terrifying, really, to say the least. It's also just very upsetting because the cops in America, they're tear gassing people. And there's this general sense that if you go to a protest, as peaceful as it is, you can get tear gassed. And, there's a lot of footage that's floating around. I don't know if it's floating around in overseas, but at least here, you just see a lot of cops attacking innocent protesters. Recently, there was a cop that just pushed an elderly 75-year-old man. He fell, split his head open. And it was like, wow. And then those 2 cops that did it, they got suspended without pay. And then all 57 of those cops that were inspired author, man, hey, great to see you here, bro. Guys, definitely check him out. If you know me and you don't know him, definitely check him out. But yeah, Black Lives Matter. And it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's been really hard for me to record this week too, because as much as I love talking to you guys, I just feel so sad. And I don't like showing that on TikTok because this is kind of my place where I can just talk about anime and be happy. But I've just been sad, man. Just devastated. You better believe we have it overseas, Trav. Sad. Damn, Unruly Ronin. I'm sorry. Here, I've just been seeing compilations of people getting shot in the face with rubber bullets. And if you guys don't know, rubber bullets are what police are supposed to use in order to disperse crowds. So they're supposed to shoot it at the ground in order to scare crowds and have them disperse. But they're just shooting people in the face. They've shot journalists. We've had video where they've arrested journalists just on live. It's crazy. Bro, your lives are sick. Oh, Olimar, thank you. You're the best. Oh, Mima, thank you so much. And I feel like I saw people who are permanently blind now from the bullets. Yeah, people have been losing their vision. And I think what hurts the most in just the midst of all of this pain and violence against people who just want justice, who just want to not fear the police, for us to have a different culture for the police, where we don't feel as if they're just going to attack us and get away with it if they just have the whim to attack us. What makes all of this worse is that, at least in America, there are conservatives that do not care. I've seen people even go as far to say that George Floyd deserved it. Like, he deserved to have a knee in his neck. And it's like, wow. And I think what even hurts on top of that is that I've had mutuals, friends, who talk about it on their channel, who are white, and they lose followers. Like, people just stop following them. And it's just like, man, it's like, wow. So as a black person right now, and I know I'm not a social commentary channel. You don't come to me to hear about what's going on and everything, honestly. And I love you guys. Like, this anime is about you and how much I appreciate this platform and all the friends I've made on TikTok and how much that's changed my life. It's just been actually impossible to not talk about this because it's affecting every part of my life. Speaking truth, bro. Thanks, boy. Yeah, man. Unruly Roland, thank you. It's just like, I saw a video on TikTok where it was a clip from Sandra Bland. And if you guys don't know, Sandra Bland is like, she's someone that died in police custody, and they blamed drug use. They blamed it on drugs being in her system, specifically marijuana. But she made a video before she died, 2 videos. One where she was talking about Black Lives Matter and talking at length about how much it meant to her that people are fighting for their rights and that there shouldn't be police brutality and that we should all be against it. That's not a political statement. It's just a fact. So she was talking about this, and she was talking about how White Lives Matter is horrible. And there was another video that really resonated with me where she talked about how scared she was that cops have been just getting away with killing black people, and that black people have been mysteriously dying in police custody. And she said to the camera that if I'm ever held by the police and they say that I died from drugs, any drug, that's a lie. I do not do drugs. I don't do marijuana. I don't drink. And when she was found dead, that's when she was found dead, that's exactly what happened. And it's just a shame. It's like, it's insanity. Anime for Life, hi. I've seen your American cops attack medics. Yep, dude. It's crazy. They're attacking everyone. They're attacking everyone. I can't understand how you feel right now as a black man, but I'm feeling for you. And I hope you're doing okay. Lucas G, thank you. It means a lot, and I'm glad that I didn't lose any followers when I spoke about this. I'm glad you guys are just awesome like that. But man, it's disturbing, bro. Why did you recommend Beastars but not Seven Deadly Sins? They both have fan service. No hate, just asking. Uh, Waladimir 8. Yes, that's actually a great question, man. Oh wow. Oh my God, it's almost been an hour. So that's a great question. So the reason that I specifically did, I'm sorry about the phone, guys. The reason why I specifically recommended Beastars is because the kind of sexual scenes that were in Beastars, it it was a story moment. It was a part of the plot that, like that moment where Haru was naked with Legoshi, or partially naked, and she was making that move. That was a moment that actually had meaning and purpose, especially for the rest of the show. The rest of the show. And it also went to highlighting the kind of personality that Haru had, why she was like that, and why she was so quick to give in to predators sexually. And there was a lot of character. There was character rationality to it. So even though I really, really, really don't like fan service, it made sense to me that those kinds of scenes were actually in Beastars. At the same, oh wow, lol girls rule. Thank you so much for the donation. But when it comes to Seven Deadly Sins, it's not a character developing moment. It's not and that's what I really consider the issue with fan service. It's not a moment with just wanted to drop by and say, Leslie, hey guys, again, check out Leslie. Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate it. But yeah, when it comes to the fan service with Seven Deadly Sins, it's real fan service. It doesn't push the plot forward. It's also very creepy because Meliodas is very creepy toward Elizabeth. The fan service in Beastars was nudity that spoke about the characters, and it made more sense for why it was in there. But when it came to Seven Deadly Sins, I just don't see the point, and it hurt the character of Meliodas instead of helping his character, and it really brought down the anime as a whole. When outside of it, it's a solid action anime. Any chance you could go for another 30? boy. I don't think I can. Is there a reason you only do your lives for an hour? That's a good question. I usually only do it for an hour so that it's easier to upload. Well, there's a few reasons. So one of the reasons is it's way easier to upload onto YouTube. So I can take 45 minutes to like maybe an hour and a half trying to upload it. But when I go for like an hour and a half or 2 hours or even a little longer than that, it literally takes, I did that probably twice, and it took me, and not lying at all, it took me 5 hours to upload the video. 5 hours. It was crazy. So I tried to do that just so I could upload it faster on YouTube. Usually I have things to do, and I'm trying to like do this before I have those other things to do. Oh, thank you. Wow. Lol girl, thank you so much. Have you checked out The Laughing Salesman yet? Jazzpunk, yes. I've checked out very little of it. I need to check out more before I really give my opinion on it. I'm still really trying to get into it. And thank you so much for that recommendation. I can't believe how supportive the anime community is. Merit, it's beautiful, truly. It's one of the, I'm so happy to be part of this community and to be semi-recognized in this community. Like, it means so much to me. I missed last week's and tuned in late because of work today. Oh, wow. Oh, no problem at all. Thank you for even tuning in at all. What's your favorite anime genre? My favorite anime genre would have to be Uh, action thriller. I really like thrillers. Beastars is Zootopia rated R. Lucas, yeah. Beastars is like a real, yeah. Beastars is pretty much Zootopia if it was based on a school that was in the Zootopia universe. Man, have you watched Gintama? It's so good. Very little of it. I need to watch more. John from Brazil. Who do you think the smartest anime character is? That is a classic question. And it's a question that's so hard to answer. Uh, I love Lelouch. I think Lelouch is brilliant, but Light Yagami is brilliant too. There's so many. It's really hard. It's really hard to say. Looks like it's about that time. Hujo, yes, it's about that time. Oh, bro, then you will love Parasite. Olimar, I've seen Parasite. It's one of my favorite anime ever. So, guys, it's 6:05. Thank you for letting me see that. It's 6:05. I'm going to have to go. I'll take one more question, and then I'm out of here. Shikamaru. Like, oh, Shikamaru. Shikamaru is brilliant. Did you watch Erased? Have you watched Aurora? Okay, so keep it chilling. We're gonna see a picture. Unruly Ronin. Thank you, man. Bye. Oh, bye. Take care. So I'm going to answer. I guess I'll answer two. So the first two I saw was, did you watch Erased and have you watched Dororo? So Hentai is Goat. Yes, I watched Erased. I did a video on it. I love it. It is one of the greatest anime I've ever seen, for sure. It's the anime that made me the most emotional. Phenomenal. Love the storytelling. I couldn't recommend it any more highly. And have I watched Dororo? Yes. Dororo is such an incredible anime. It's one of the best anime of 2019. It's one of the deepest animes I've ever seen. I've spoken at length in many lives about the philosophy that is behind Dororo, and I love how philosophical it is. But what I really love is how well they pull it off. It is fantastic. So, lol girl, again, thank you. So guys, those are the two questions. Thank you guys for watching me. I love you guys.